Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to Divine Light and Love Oracle with Stella. Happy Self Care Sunday. I hope everyone is doing well and that you've been having an amazing weekend. I am here with a live today to share some encouragement and enlightenment for this beautiful Sunday in June. And I felt a prompting to start with the Soulful Wisdom deck. Let me go ahead and get this set up so that we can get started. And hopefully there will be some insights and encouragement and inspiration from these decks that will uplift your spirit and give you a good feeling to start off the new week. And so for those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I'm Stella, and I have several decks that I will be working with, and a couple of them are new, so I'm super excited about that. Hi, I am Ether. Hello, hello. And I'm just really glad that we are able to come together. Yesterday was a great day. The weather was really beautiful out here in Southern California, so it was just a great way to kick off the weekend. Even Friday, the weather was great, to be quite honest with you, so it was pretty awesome. And so, as you guys saw, I was out there trying to live my best life last night, y'all know. I actually got to go out with a good girlfriend of mine, and one of my soul sisters was staying down in the area. So it was really awesome. I just feel so blessed and grateful. And so it was an absolutely awesome evening. As you guys could see, there's Miss Darling DJ. Hello, beautiful. Happy Sunday. It was just an overall, it was a good day to have a good day, y'all. I'm just grateful. And so, yeah, I was out with my girlfriend and we were watching this band. And as you guys could see, they were just tearing it up. It was so fun. The energy was great. People were dancing and singing, and it was just a really good time to be had. So I'm just really excited to be here today so that we can spend a little time diving into these new decks, because someone forgot to charge her gimbal, so it's going to be a short one, but it will be impactful. So there you have it. All right, you guys. Well, let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. And darling DJ, I just want to say thank you so much for your beautiful, sweet comments and acknowledgement of the different individuals who just wanted to reach out and share how much we love and appreciate you. We're all standing with you in support and sending you positive thoughts. We absolutely adore your product line that you've launched and continue to wish you success in your endeavors. And I'm so glad to have you back with us today. It's like, you know, it doesn't feel the same without you, babes. So we're glad you're here. And I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these up. And this is the Soulful Wisdom deck. It says, cards for women who do too much. I don't know about y'all, but there's some times when we do the most. But you know what? We're learning how to balance and get really connected with our inner divine feminine so that we can be balanced and able to have our energies flowing peacefully instead of chaotically, because as we all know, when we do too much. Hi, you guys. Oh, this is my soul sister Devora who's in here. Hi, sweetheart. Seriously, guys, you know, we get into these different moods or situations where we just do a lot. Sometimes we don't have a choice, and other times we do, but it can throw our energy way off. So Spirit was like, you know what? It's Self-Care Sunday. Let's go ahead and pull this out. And let's talk a little bit about that soulful wisdom on Self-Care Sunday, because part of self-love is self-care. Oh, we appreciate you too, sweetheart. So glad you're here. So many of us as feminines, we find ourselves doing a lot. Whether we're mothers, whether we are single and don't have children, we find ourselves doing a lot, whether it's at work or at home, and sometimes our energy does get out of balance. And what I mean by that is we start pulling more of our masculine energy, and so there an imbalance forms. And so Spirit has really been, bringing us through this season of imbalances so that we are able to be in alignment. And so it's important to listen to our bodies, listen to our minds, but most importantly, Spirit has been showing we really need to listen and tune in to our hearts, particularly to those deep chambers that deal with emotions, feelings, recognition of self, and truth. And so the very first card that came out is number 24, broaden. Today I can perceive the larger picture in all situations. In all situations. And what I love about this is that when you flip it over, there's more. It says, help me notice the silver lining in each interaction and act accordingly. Again, our journeys are not happening to us, they're happening for us and with us. And so the more willing we are to communicate our needs, the more willing we are to have healthy boundaries, do good self-care, and act accordingly, it's all good. When we're in resistance and fighting the flow of our lives, it's really problematic. And I feel like the universe will use certain things to get our attention. I'm going to ask you guys, do you ever feel that you are experiencing cosmic lessons that the universe is bringing to you? That perhaps there's a particular issue that you are experiencing, and you know that the universe sent this to you for you to work it out. I know I have. Mine typically comes in the form of people. I will meet people who are very similar to other individuals, like I won't say a doppelganger, but they have very similar traits, and particularly traits that make me, feel a little some kind of way, and my eye twitches. The universe will send individuals of that nature back across my path. And I'm just now at a point in my life where I am really open to that learning of what did I need to learn from this? What do I need to understand about this? And I'm beginning to recognize the silver lining in each interaction. For those of us who've experienced the twin flame journey, I'm going to say the word rejection, but it's really protection. Sometimes when someone does not come to you, it is not meant for you to feel the rejection, but to recognize there was a greater good in that experience, and that the timing or whatever was off, but it was for your protection. It was for your greatest and highest good, because you know how I tease, I say, I came in like a wrecking ball. We're not supposed to be coming in like a wrecking ball into other people's lives, and likewise with others coming into our lives. And so timing is everything, right? So it's okay that things don't work out according to the script that we have in our heads. So this is why Spirit is letting us know, notice what keeps coming back across your path. Recognize the silver lining in each of those situations. Don't resent it. Don't fight it. Just go ahead and flow and vibe through it. Oh, yep. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, all these experiences that we're having, it's part of the journey of the human spirit, and it's okay for us to, stumble, fall, just make it part of the dance. Oh my gosh, look at this, guys. Help me move forward through challenges by visualizing the good. All right, so pull over. Spirit is basically letting us know already right off the bat, mindset matters. What you are thinking, what you are saying is helping manifest your reality. So start seeing the positive in every situation and allow for the manifestation of more positivity to come through. So it says, today I use my imagination to see the potential in any situation before me. And of course, the word was imagine. And so, so here we had broaden and imagine. So we're being called to open up our minds, open up our hearts, and start to perceive differently, imagine differently, and trust that everything that's happening, there is good in each situation. There is good in each situation. I'm asked Devora, you always have this comment that you shared with me many, many years ago about in every adversity lies a seed of greater good, I believe it is. So if you want to put that quote that you shared in there, that would be amazing. But it's true. No matter what situation we're going through, hi Matt, there is something good that we will glean from it. Yep, you betcha. And you know, like Matt said the other day on his Unplugged Live, if you were able to attend that or watch the playback, and if you haven't, please visit King Trident's Tribe channel page, and you'll have an opportunity to watch that. And he shared about, you know, going through different experiences in life and still overcoming and still seeing the good and the growth in yourself in every situation. Yes. All right. Oh, look at this. Liberate. Today, I'm willing to let go of people who are making their own life changes. Help me remember during changing times that I am whole and complete on my own. This is so huge. You know, we talk about let go or get dragged. Each person is going through their own journey of the human spirit. And it is not for us to hold on and try to attach like a parasite or attach like a rope or a chain to stay with someone, especially if they're like a butterfly metamorphosizing and breaking out of their cocoon and attempting to fly through their own journey. We have to know that love takes no ownership, that we are able to release and not be attached. And I was just talking about this the other day, the difference between attachment and connection, and how attachment it does differ from connection, because with connection there's an allowance for the flow of love, affection, autonomy, meaning that you're able to come and go without any constraints. And when we look at 3D templates for relationships, we tend to look more from a place of attachment. Oh yes, thank you, Devora. And every adversity lies equal or greater benefit. So it is of a great benefit for us to get with the program and recognize that what we desire are healthy connections as opposed to toxic attachments. So when someone or the universe is showing you that someone is moving on their own life journey, release them with love and light. And have faith. What is for you will never pass you by. So liberate yourself from the fear or worry that if you release someone with love and light, that they may or may not come back into your life. All is well. All is well. Look at that. Extend. Today I experienced the power of an outflowing heart. See, we've been talking a lot about the heart, matters of the heart, chambers of the heart. And we have the ability, through the elimination of fear, to keep our heart expanded so it can give and receive flow. That's where we talked about this liberation. That's why we can't hold on to people. People, it's like I said, it's like the toddler who is fighting you because they don't want to leave the park. You know, you're going to have to, you know, take charge and be like, okay, this is how things are going to go. And now we're going to go ahead and leave, and we're going to move on from this situation. And we have to be able to give ourselves permission to let go of people so that they can make their own life changes, so that we can have the power. See, it says power of an outflowing heart. There's power in your heart. Okay? Our hearts are wise enough, strong enough, and able enough to heal from anything through the power of love. And so we don't want to block the flow by holding on to anyone, you know? Let me be open to the blessings that come from genuinely caring about other people. So caring about other people sometimes means that you're going to have to let go of them so that they can make their own life changes. You know? Yep. That's right, Matt. Absolutely. Connection, energy, attachment, need. That's right. The parasitic need, because parasites need a host. And we are working diligently to make sure that we are not feasting or hosting, you know, being a host or being a parasite feasting on a host. So we are responsible for our own behaviors. Yep. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, this is beautiful. Shift. Make shift happen. Today I am open to all possibilities before me. Why this is so important is because this outflowing heart is going to bring all kinds of possibilities to you. Okay? You know, it's reciprocity. Inbound, outbound. You're going to receive inbound and outbound opportunities because you're making shift happen. You're releasing. I mean, look at this. Just already we've been told to start imagining and seeing the potential in any and all situations, broaden our horizons, see things and perceive the larger picture, liberate ourselves from holding on to people who are making their own life changes, experiencing the power of an outflowing heart, which means you can release. You're not just holding on to anything inbound. You're able to release and open, expand, open up, right? And then you've made the shift happen. So now these possibilities that are available to you can come into you. You're not holding space with fear. You've released it. So now there is room for the universe to bring in what it is that you really need, what's for your greatest and highest good. So opening up, extending, this is going to require some growth. You guys, if you've ever done a warm up or a cool down, you know there are times when you're going to extend your leg or extend your arm and stretch out a bit. We're learning how to stretch out our hearts a bit. We're not constricted and just only holding on to what's coming in. We're able to release so that we can give and receive. That balance of the masculine energy, the feminine energy, the yin and the yang. And so let me see, Spirit's at the bottom of the deck. Yep, this is it. Beautiful. Today I enjoy the now. Be present now. Be present now. Are you taking opportunities to enjoy your life right now? I know we talked about this before when we said people are waiting like, well, I can't really start enjoying my life until I'm in union with a twin. I think I've said it before and I'll say it again. You better get up with your cute self and go live your life, because you may have to release that person if they're going through their own life changes and if they're not ready to come into alignment or be in mission with you. You are going to need to move forward on your own adventure. Enjoy the right now, and it's okay to do that. And it says, help me not be impatient with any growth process and embrace the journey. How many of us are embracing the journey? There's going to be times that are going to be quiet. There's going to be times that are going to be emotionally going deep, diving deep into yourself. There's going to be times when there's going to be laughter and tears, but are you really embracing the journey? And are you embracing the fact that you have this moment right now? And I think I shared with you before, being a wedding planner, I have helped many a bride prepare and get ready for her special day. And one of the things that I share to the brides is that you need some downtime before you walk down the aisle. I mean, without your bridesmaids, without family members in the room, without photographers and makeup artists and hair, dressers, you're going to need some time to reflect and take in this moment before your life changes. Enjoy the pause. And I have never had a bride come back to me and tell me that they regretted it. Hi, Ilana, welcome. Not one of those brides regretted those moments. And usually I budget in about 20 minutes for the bride to just have some downtime before things get underway. And then she's able to reconvene, for about 10 minutes of staging with the wedding party, and then we move into the ceremony. But those 20 minutes are just bliss. Some of the brides, I've asked them to bring a journal and just journal what their thoughts are right before they walk out. Write down an intention that they have for how they want their day to go. Express their emotions, their heartfelt thanks for their mate, their new life, just being mindful in the moment. And so it's truly a blessing and a gift that we have this life. So take time to enjoy the now. Take time to enjoy this pause in your journey if you're indeed on a pause. Some people get upset when they're like, I'm in separation. It's like, really? Is that what you think? No. Where you're at is that the universe is giving you a pause for you to stop and reflect about what you have. It's a funny thing about the laws of the universe. If you don't show gratitude, respect, and appreciation and reverence for what you have, suddenly you notice that the riverbed runs dry. The universe works off of gratitude and light and love. And when we don't have this outflowing heart that shows that we appreciate and have gratitude for what we have, suddenly we find what we had drying up. And that goes for finances, relationships, opportunities. And so this is why we were called to shift and imagine and broaden and prepare. So if you indeed are have a desire for a relationship, start being grateful for what you have right now. Start thinking that you're enough already as you are. Nothing is missing. I hate to say it, but a lot of us go out into the world feeling like something's missing, so then we become that parasite looking for a host. And that is not the way we were intended to go about forming connections. So we're really being encouraged to take responsibility for ourselves, recognize where we are, acknowledge this journey. We started as a twin flame. The truth is that we are light workers, and this is like the crash course in learning how to really get in touch with ourselves, how to serve, how to connect in a healthy way that is not toxic or malignant, and learning how to enjoy the now, learning how to be grateful for what we have, learning how to have an appreciation for life. And so more abundance can come in. When we clear out all of the worry, all of the doubt, all of the confusion, all of the denial, all of the blame, all the regret, we're making room for new flow to come into our lives. And so I just want to take a moment and give thanks for all that we have at this moment in time. We're very fortunate. There are people who are less fortunate than what we are experiencing. And so let us give thanks and show gratitude to the earth for supporting us, to our Creator for supporting us, for our angels and spirit guides and fellow light workers, our soul family. We show appreciation for what we have. We are not at a deficit or a scarcity or poverty mindset or mentality. We are in abundance, and we are so fortunate. And as I looked down at the card, I saw the body of this feminine that's on this beautiful green lush pasture, and we see that there's growth. There's flowers growing, there's leaves growing, there's trees growing. So through this process of enjoying the now, you're growing and you're maturing, because that tree means there's some growth that's happened there, and it took some time to get there, but it's coming, because these things are behind you. This is right before you, and this is what's coming. So the growth and maturity that you're developing right now is going to lead to this. And that's going to lead to healthier, happier future choices and relationships and experiences. So as we are here together on this Self-Care Sunday, I encourage you to enjoy the pause. If you're experiencing a pause right now, relish and enjoy where you are. Don't be so hungry for this that you miss this right in front of you. It's funny because like when little kids are like, I want to be a grown-up. I want to be a grown-up now. Oh, and you just want to tell them, no, you don't. Enjoy these summer days with sandy toes and popsicles. Enjoy these moments of freedom and light and little bit of responsibility that you have as a child. Your time will come soon enough. Isn't that the wisdom that many people tell us when we're children, when we insist that we want to grow up and be an adult and we want to live our own lives? Take this time to get vulnerable. Take this time to be transparent. Take this time to look out into the horizon and the future that you truly desire. Recognize that soulmates are coming in. The manifestation of your soul family is happening right now, and they're both of a platonic and a romantic nature. So get excited about what's happening and what's coming, but don't forget and lose sight of what's with you right now. Yep. All right. So that was our Soulful Wisdom deck. This deck is a new deck. Just came in. It's called The Oracle of the Mystical Moments, and it's by Katrine Wells Stein. And the imagery on these cards are just absolutely beautiful. And as I was just pre-shuffling the cards, this card came out right away. And so I'm going to go ahead and read this to you. And it says it's the Morning Dew Girl. And I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit. So if you guys see anything in the cards, because this is a collaborative space, if your intuition is telling you something and you see it in the card, please share it in the chat so that we can be enlightened and grow and learn together. Okay, so the Morning Dew Girl says, face your fears, awareness, and consciousness. The woman on this card collects fat raindrops into a basket of leaves. She is called the Morning Dew Girl. She is the symbol of receiving and absorption of all worries and fears. She invites us to start sharing our own feelings and worries. We can collect them and deal with them instead of hiding them deep inside. She stands resolute and strong, ready to face her fears. While fear can be as powerful as a river, once confronted, it may turn out to be as small as a drop of dew. Hi, Radhika. Welcome. And see, Matt just put it, enjoy what you have and stop worrying about what you don't. We must change our mindset from that of we are still waiting for something externally to fulfill our needs. Oh my gosh. The song lyric from The Greatest Love of All just came to me. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs, a lonely place to be, and so I learned to depend on me. Learn to depend on yourself to meet your needs, knowing that the universe will have your back, and as you are serving in the light, not swerving, you will be met with abundance because your mindset is, I have what I need. I have enough. So therefore, I'm able to help others and care for the needs of others. And I don't have to worry or be concerned. If you think about it, birds Birds aren't concerned about much of anything other than moving south for the winter, right? They know that's a cycle and a season, but you don't see birds worrying about if they're going to find their next meal. They just know that they will. They know that they'll find what they need when they need it, and they always do. So should it be with us. Yep. No worry, no fear. And sometimes we exaggerate a situation because we make it bigger than what it is. So we're going to have to learn to practice not making a dewdrop into a river so that we can maintain our peace at all times. You'll believe it. Look what card came out. Like a bird. Cannot make this stuff up. Oh my gosh. I love it when a good plan comes together. All right, here it goes. I wrote a song about it. Here it goes. Like a bird. Focus, forward-looking, possibilities, and motivation. A woman full of expectations looks into the future. There's no boundaries to what she can accomplish. Like the bird next to her who flies strong and direct, she knows now is the time for focused energy. If you found yourself losing motivation lately or questioning your decisions, the key to recapturing passion lies in readjusting your focus to unlock creativity. Surround yourself with activities or people who make you feel inspired. They can be the breath under your wings. See, we have wings. We have wings because our creativity helps us to move. And when we are using up our energy with fear, worry, doubt, lower vibrational dense energies, the bird is grounded. And so we're being called to free ourselves and fly like a bird with those wings of creativity. You know, do something new. Goodness. But boy, this deck has a lot of energy. Look what just came out. Transformation. See, you've shifted your mindset. We're transforming. My goodness. Okay. Process, identity, and seek answers. A woman is dressed in a red polka dot dress. The upper part has already begun the process of transforming into a butterfly. With her hand, she touches part of her chest. Is the butterfly part of her body? Is it a symbol of her soul? Is the woman transforming into a new life? This card leaves us with more questions than answers. Maybe you will find answers by thinking about how you would respond to these questions. Am I the person I would like to be? What can I do right now to transform some small part of myself? Many of you are already in transformation. You recognized the need for change. And notice where her hand is, right over the area of her heart. Notice that the part of the butterfly that is alive, the actual butterfly body, is right on the heart. We are responsible for keeping ourselves moving and transforming. No one else can do it for us. No one else can facilitate or bring about the changes that you and I need to bring in for ourselves. So I encourage you on your journey, keep moving forward, keep transforming. Right, Radhika, it looks like a bow tie, but it is a butterfly right there in the center of the heart. So thank you, Spirit. The heart is undergoing a transformation. Not a transplant, but a transformation. You know, we talked about the heart has an intelligence of its own. You guys. So let us sink deeper into those chambers of our heart that need healing so that we can fully transform. Thank you, Spirit. You cannot make this up. Look at this. Butterfly Garden. Number 48. Okay. The butterfly garden, curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly, closely examining purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we just take time to notice them. Hold on a minute, y'all. Hang on. Hold on. I had to stop for a minute. They say, pull over, pull over. We just had a card that had come out in the previous deck, right? That said what? Today I enjoy the now. Okay? Life is full of moments that could be precious if we just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make the connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. Now, I love how these two cards together. The last live message that we had, card readings that were in depth, was the message, a total eclipse of the heart. When your mind has stored data of traumas, of past hurts and wounding, the mind eclipses the heart. It obscures the heart's ability to have that outward and inward flow of love. I find it quite curious that Spirit would show us a card back to back with a butterfly over the heart and a butterfly on top of the mind. That is incredible. And what's so interesting is that the picture, the way that they are, you know, this individual's kind of looking up off, you know, to the side, where this one is looking straight at the butterfly. The way that these cards are positioned, the heart and the mind are affected in this journey. But we're being called to transform at the heart level first, and then that allows transformation in our mind. And it's funny because, see, the mind is concentrating on what's right in front of it. Do you see the butterfly and its antennae, and it's looking right at this flower? Do you notice the flower isn't bloomed? Do you notice the flower is actually also coming from the chest area, from the heart? That's interesting. So now it's time to recognize that the heart and the mind are working in tandem. So, what I would strongly encourage each of us to do is take heed of these messages that transformation is taking place on a heart and mind level. This love in our heart that can develop and grow into this beautiful flower is going to take a conscious effort. This heart must be, in fact, where her hand is, I don't know, obviously you guys have probably known about CPR. With CPR, you have to, I say, massage the heart back into beating. Even though it's the compressions, it's massaging the heart back into beating. Once you've gotten your heart back up to where it should be, open, clear, expanded, look what starts to grow. But it's not fully grown yet, and the mind is still playing a part in this. So heal your heart, heal your mind, and then love can grow. An outward expression of love can grow from your willingness to heal and take care of yourself. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Oh. This was on the bottom of the deck. The white rose of hope. Oh my goodness. The white rose of hope, number 30. Okay. So it's a number 3 card. A woman is wearing a dress that is blue, standing somewhere in a lonely landscape. Darkness surrounds her. but a shining white rose glows like a beacon and illuminates the night. Maybe this woman is lost, maybe she is uncertain about her feelings, yet with thanks to the light of the flower, she can find her way. The white rose symbolizes hope, new beginnings, admiration, young love, and that there are exciting times ahead. Okay, so I don't know if y'all see what just happened here. I'm going to move this around a little bit. Okay. So when you when you take the time to deal with your heart and not allow your mind to eclipse your heart, everything is working for the greater good. Here, the flower has not fully come to fruition. It hasn't manifested because this is the work in progress. This is you working on your heart. This is you stopping these thoughts that are irrational, stopping these thoughts that are not serving you. This is your open heart. This is what grew out of the open heart. And this is what happens when you are fully illuminated, when you have come out of that dark season of the work that you're doing to keep the eclipse from, stopping and blocking the flow of love in your life. Hope, love. Gosh, this is so beautiful. A beacon, a solution, a beginning is what happens. Get excited. New things are coming in. New soulmates, soul family, platonic and romantic. It's coming in. But you have to focus on this work, the inner work that must be done. Oh my gosh, this deck. I'm so excited, you guys. Love it. I hope everyone is doing well. These are so beautiful. I'm just blown away. So cool. All right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Wow. Divine masculine energy. It's not all about the feminine. The stag, the deer, the horns, the antlers. The masculine energy is here, and it's not just any masculine energy, it's a royal masculine energy because this is like a crown on the head. The king and queen, the emperor and empress together in union, right? Number 47, so it's an 11 card. Okay. My dear friend, lifelong friendship, dependability, solidarity. If you recall this card, the journey, you will recognize a similar scene. So I'll look for that card so I can show you. Oh, I didn't even have to look. Are you serious? It was on the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. It says, if you look at this card, the journey, you'll recognize a familiar scene with a woman riding a deer. But this time, the deer and the woman are much older. Time has passed, and the two are still companions. They have seen many seasons together, many sunny joys and cold sorrows. Their wisdom has grown. Like the graceful antlers the woman holds for comfort, the deer supports her, and she returns a loving touch to her dear friend. Okay, so this is interpreted in a couple of different ways. Along this journey when you first started out as a twin flame, you were pretty new and just learning about things and getting your lay of the land and understanding about twins and about mission and about light and light work. And, your focus might have been different. It might have been on how to get into union with an external counterpart. But the reality was time and lessons needed to elapse in order for maturity and growth. And as you can see, she has layers, these ruffled layers of her dress. You had to go through a process. Up here, you had a little bit of ruffles, like you had a little bit of, layers that you had been through. But here, This is the whole enchilada. You've been through the whole process. And now you are in union. This is mature. This did not have those antlers. Now we have antlers. This was a young, childlike individual. This is a seasoned, mature person who has layer upon layer of depth and maturity to them. And so the two of them are a match. The two of these are a match, and it's absolutely beautiful. So not only are you in union with yourself, but there are also people along this journey who are your dear friends, who are going to be with you through a lot of these changes. And they're there to support you and encourage you, and you're basically doing the same for them. And maybe you may or may not realize that. But your dear friend is that divine masculine energy that comes in very strong and protective. And again, it confirmed that when the masculine energy is in a healthy way, it is protecting, it is nurturing, it is supporting in a masculine way. And it allows the feminine to get to where she's going. Because this looks like they're in the snow. Here they're in a different season. Now they're in the snow, so that even at night, even when it's cold, you will make it to your destination because of that strength of the masculine energy that you have inside of you. Yep. Or if you are in a connection, because your mate, in fact, the first words was, it said, hold on, let me look up here again. Lifelong friendship, dependability, and solidarity. This is the kind of connection that's going to help you in your mission. This is someone who's going to be able to have a relationship with you that's good for your soul. So rather than a 3D template, you're dealing with a higher self template with a person, an individual who is also in union with themselves. So they're not going to be ambivalent or wishy-washy or dismissive. This is someone who's like, I'm with you through this journey. We're together. You can call on me. You can lean on me. I've got your back. I've got you. I can support you. Because notice, he's able to support her weight. Here, it's kind of like, whew, wow, all right, I got you, but wow, girl, wow. But here it's like, nope, we're good. I got you. You're fine just as you are. Yep, they grew up during the journey. That is so freaking cool, you guys. I love this. Love, 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 love it. All right. Okay. Number 16, Eva. Eva. All right. Wowie zowie. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Spirit wanted me to go back and read to you what the journey card was about before we go to Eva. The journey card was about love of adventure. Seriously, we can't make this up. What was one of the first cards we had was about adventure. Oh my gosh, that is major. Once again, different decks confirming each other, right? Oh my gosh, this, hold on, I'm looking for it. We just had it. Let's see. Hang on, y'all. There it is. We had broaden, so the adventure, the larger picture. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. All right. Love of adventure, curiosity, and appreciation. A young girl gently rides a deer. Both the girl and the deer are having fun on their adventure. They're playful. They're curious. Sometimes we get caught up in the destination and we forget to appreciate the journey. But if we neglect the little things on our path, like the soft grass under our feet or the unconditional love of an animal, we are missing out on precious moments. A new friend or acquaintance with a different point of view can help us see things we may have overlooked. Look at this card, broaden. Once again, it says, today I perceive the larger picture in all situations. How awesome that this companionship has led to a very beautiful, mutually supportive connection. I love this. Oh my gosh. So here's Eva. Let's go back to Eva now. Duplicity, deception, and caution. Ooh, okay. Out of the jungle steps a woman, and half of her body is covered with exotic plants. A snake wriggles around her neck. The woman presents herself like a sweet fruit to be picked. She offers excitement and novelty, but be careful. Her kiss could be as toxic as the bite of a snake. Like a deceitful friend or lover, her unreadable countenance masks her true intentions. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So here's the thing. I just heard the prompting, don't despise small beginnings. We've been called to use discernment in this twin flame journey to be more mindful and aware of what's going on around us and with us. And because of that, we're going to now be reading the energy of people that we're interacting with. Okay? This is a healthy connection that started with, we're going to grow together on this journey and I'm here to support you. And her commitment is, I know you're going to support me and I trust you, and I'm going to demonstrate it by not overtasking you or whipping you. Or do you see that? Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry guys. I just totally knocked that over. Holy bat flaps. Woo. All right. That she didn't pull this so tight as to choke the deer. But this side has snakes that are prepared to bite. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. The journey that you're on, there are soul mates who may start off as a friend on this journey, because that's what this card indicated. But over time, their dependability, their reliability, their willingness to support you on this journey is going to become obvious to you that it's much more than just a friendship. And you may be faced with a choice between someone who presents themselves as a, oh wow, sorry guys, I gotta look at this closer. Someone who is deceptive, because it said she's disguised as a fruit to be picked, but she has snakes. Do you guys see this? This is actually pretty disturbing as I'm looking at it. Wow. Look at that. Someone who's not using discernment is going to get pick this fruit and end up being bitten. The intentions of this person is not good. And they know exactly what they're doing. And while this fruit may look exciting, it's dangerous. And for a light worker, getting connected and involved with someone who doesn't understand mission work, this is the kiss of death. Yeah, right, Ether? This is the kiss of death. But see, Ether, it's flipped upside down, because what would happen is, you know, fruit, the way this is, this looks like a melon. This would be something that's growing underground. Okay, so what you see is this melon on the top, on the surface. So you're thinking, awesome, I'm getting a ripe, amazing melon. So you go to pull it out of the ground, and this is what's attached. This is what was growing underneath the surface. And before you had a chance to stop what was going to happen, the snakes were already ready to bite you. Already. Yeah, not good. And I'm just saying this because I believe there are people in this journey who are in distortion energy, like the Snow Queen and Ice Queen we've talked about. But this is a whole different breed right here, guys. This is not like the Snow Queen or, the ice queen that has wicked ways that they've learned. This is something that was already rotten to begin with. And it was masquerading as something that was good. So use discernment and wisdom. Don't despise a small beginning with an individual who you have mutual trust. Look at this. I have to come back to this because she's so beautiful. This deer is not fully mature. And here she's got this, either she has untied something to help free the deer, or she's using this to help guide the deer, but she's not going to use it like a noose to wrap around and strangle the deer, where Eva would completely constrict and choke the life out of the deer. This is a journey. And your counterpart is going to be a dear friend, someone who is loyal and dependable, someone who has just as many layers of maturity and wisdom that you have. They have strength. They're able to support your weight and their own weight. And even here, look at this deer in its early stages saying, I'm still going to show up and do my best for you, even though I'm not fully mature enough to really support your weight, but I'm going to show you that I'm going to keep working on myself so I can be at this stage when it's time. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love this. Rather than going for the quick, fast, this fruit looks good, I'll take that. I'll take a side of that, only to find that they were beguiled and caught and bit. There's the parasite, right? The parasite's going to bite the host. This was underground the whole time. So energy doesn't lie. This is a mutual respect. Even her look, she looks icy, right? She looks pretty shady. Like, I don't give a two bloop about you. I want what I want. Look at how she's looking at this deer. Like, I won't hurt you. It's okay. Isn't that sweet? Hi, Victoria. How are you? And you know what? The deer's not looking back at her questioning. The deer's looking straight ahead like, I trust you. I'm not going to throw you off. I've got you. And down their journey, her dear friend, her dear divine masculine. And see, y'all are going to come for me on this, but I'm going to tell you what. I get a little irritated sometimes. I know we've labeled the terms divine masculines and divine feminines, but I'm going to tell you something. If a person's qualities and behaviors are like Eva over here, there is nothing divine about that shit at all. I'm just saying that is distortion. A divine masculine or divine feminine is represented as what you see here. A dear friend, someone who is dependable, reliable, supportive. He's not trying to buck her off or dump her or drop her. He's not running away from her. He's not trying, even in this stage when it was hard to carry her. And I'll tell you what she's probably doing is under this dress to take some of the pressure off. She's probably actually kind of got both of her feet on the ground just so that she's not putting so much pressure on her dear friend. This is the kind of connection that you want of a divine nature. This is distortion. This is distortion. Many people that people are calling their divine masculine or divine feminine is an individual in distortion. You're a divine masculine, you're divine feminine if you've been doing the work to get into alignment with your higher self and with your mission. Call a spade a spade. We got to stop romanticizing people who are shady as fuck, who don't treat you right. Look at your journey and see who your dear friend is. That's how you'll know. Is that person your dear friend? Is that person in it to support you and see you shine and become the greatest version of yourself? Or are they just in it for what they can get out of it? Holy smokes. Yes. Eva is the distortion and ether. When I saw this, Spirit said flip it upside down, because remember, when something grows under the ground like a root, vegetable, or fruit, you don't see this. You see what's on the surface. And if you're not wise and don't use discernment, you will think that somebody is a divine masculine or divine feminine, and you will want to take a bite out of that fruit, only to find that as soon as it's out exposed in the light, it is going to harm you. We have got to be mindful that there are toxic individuals masquerading as helpful connections. Because sure, oh, that's good fruit. That's great. Yeah, it's good fruit until the snake bites you or constricts you or chokes you. Thank you, Matt. Exactly. 4 + 7 is 11. That's the true friend right there. That's that person who's been in your corner. They may not have been. We've had Doreen Virtue cards that say your soulmate that is of a romantic nature may not look like you expect. The True Love deck, we have a card where there's like a unicorn, a rabbit, and an owl. People that you don't even realize that they're right in front of you. Your dear friend is the one who is actually your divine masculine or feminine counterpart, because they're growing with you on this journey. If you had to sit down and be honest with yourself, is your twin growing with you on this journey, or are they refusing to budge? Because I'll tell you what, not one of these pictures looks like this deer is going to stop supporting this male is not going to stop supporting this female. He's in it for the journey. She's in it for the journey. Don't you think she knows at some point she's going to have to give him a little break, a little rest, a little help? Maybe that's why she's got this kind of leaning towards guidance. Like maybe this is, oh, that's it. Oh, look. She took the rosette out of her hair on the other side. You know, there's two. And she's using it to help guide. She's using it to help guide. And look, he's already starting to develop his antlers. Her loving guidance and gentle touch is helping him develop. When a feminine is in her correct feminine energy balance, she will help the masculine to grow into his masculine divinity. And when he grows up, he has everything he needs to support her. Look at how much growth happened from here to here. Isn't that something? Wow. And what I'm noticing here, her hands are off of them on this part. She's just guiding, helping guide, just lovingly and gently without any hands-on contact. But here, her hand is on the antler. Her hand is on literally like the back of his neck, like, I got you. I got you. We're fully connected here. Here in this part of the journey, I've got my hands to myself, but I know you need a little support, so I'm going to help you. And then here he's like, thank you for helping me. Now I can get us where we need to go. That's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. That just like took my breath away. That is amazing. Ooh, I like this deck. And I'm sorry that I like whacked the gimbal, y'all, but that was just like, oh my goodness. Thank you, Spirit. Yes. Yes. Day and night. Day and night. Do you see it? This is amazing. Look at that. Oh, wow. I see a meaning in this already before we ever even discuss it. This journey, There may be times when you and your external counterpart are not physically in the same space, but it doesn't mean that they're not connected. Let's look it up. And it's a number 1. A number 1. Oh, Matt, right? Oh my goodness. Isn't that something? 1111. There it is. Wow. Good looking out. Good looking out. Wow. This is awesome. Okay, so we just talked about how there's parts of the journey where you may be sitting down because, you know, like she has to give a break. And do you notice the progression? Like young, growing, and then mature, right? So in this phase where she's kind of sitting on her own, it says uncertainty, fear, worries, decisions to be made, follow your instincts. The girl we see on this card is holding the sun in her hands and the moon at her back. She looks uncertain, as if she has a question in her mind but does not know the answer. What is she thinking about? Is she afraid of the answer or the inward process to find it? Many of us struggle with making decisions, but where there is a shadow, there is also light. After a dark night, there will always be the light of the sun, warming the path we have chosen. This card reminds us we already hold the answers in our hands. Notice what she's holding in her hands? Oh my gosh. I love it. We should trust our inner judgment and know we'll be able to handle any situation. That is beautiful. You already have the answers in your hands. Okay, so intuitively I'm going to say this. Spirit knows a lot of people are questioning the journey because their perceived twin may or may not come to them. Well, your perceived twin may or may not come to you if that person is in an energy of distortion. So you have to have faith and trust and allow for the universe to show you your dear friend on this journey. And the difference between them and a distorted perceived twin is night and day. Night and day. How you're treated, how you're spoken to, how consistent the communication is. It's all relative to the journey. If you're in this space right now where you're just like, okay, I'm in union with myself, I am open to the universe sending in a soulmate, because even the twin is a mate to your soul, right? That soulmate just may be in distortion and not able to come towards you because they're not in alignment. They're not in the divine energy. Divine energy says, I will allow you to help me. There's no ego or pride here. And this says, because you were gentle with me, I will take the lead and I will get us to where we need to go. And if you're sitting here in indecision, doubt, and confusion, get out of that energy. What you seek is seeking you. And it's going to be a difference of night and day. For people who are still chasing waterfalls and going after people in distortion, this little sun right here is your wake-up call. Here comes the sun to illuminate to you that it may be time for you to walk away from that connection and walk into your own wholeness, trusting that on this journey, you will find a dear friend and they will be with you. You already have the answer in your hands. And what does she have in her hands here? Her divine counterpart. This is absolutely incredible. I hope that you guys received from these messages. You are never alone. You are never without. Everything you need, you already have. Doesn't that blow your mind to think from that perspective? Everything you need, you already have. Even when she couldn't see this growth in this individual, she still had everything she needed in her hands. You have everything you need. You're not at a disadvantage or a loss. You already have everything you need. If you've been in a connection where someone has been not treating you well, who has been like Eva, let that shit go. That's toxic. That's not for your highest good. This, on the other hand, this is going to lead to the word was longevity. Look for the longevity. Open your eyes and look for the dear friend in this journey. Wow. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. I know, right? Infinite waters diving deep. Ooh. Ooh wee, guys. Oh my word. Okay, I was guided to get this deck, and these cards are just beautiful. Goodness, this card really wanted to be seen, but I want to show you the front of the cards first because it's just absolutely amazing. We just talked about you having everything you need, right? Look what it says, the Ace of Abundance. This cherub brings wonderful news. A windfall of resources comes your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's time to start a new venture, change careers, go into business for yourself. There may be important contracts to sign. But again, abundance. You have everything you need. When you are on this journey with your dear friend, you have everything you need already inside of you. Everything you need is already there. Just take off the blinders from your heart. The total eclipse of the heart must stop. That's why we had cards that were showing us the butterflies. The heart was being eclipsed by what was going on in the mind. Notice the head is covered with this dark hair, obscuring. She had to start to massage her heart back to life. And many people have had to do that after dealing with Eva. Somebody who has been rotten to the core from day one. You've had to work on this to get to here, to get to here. And you had to have an abundance mindset to achieve it all. You had to believe you have everything you need right now. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, good gravy. Wow. Ooh. The Four of Emotion. There are wonderful people who wish to help you. Wonderful people who wish to help you. Opportunities being offered to you, but you aren't noticing or trusting the gifts heaven is bestowing on you. Look around you. Daydreaming or going within is a healthy way to get clarity as long as you act upon your dreams. You can't make this stuff up, right? The Five of Emotion. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so everyone can move forward. You see? Moving forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so you can get back on the path of joy. This is going to be the individual that's going to help you get back on the path of joy. Recognize who they are. They're there. They're there for you. Wow. Two of abundance. Life may be feeling a little out of balance. If you're working multiple jobs or trying to make your dream, to make a change to your dream career, it's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Inner child. Yep, I love it. She's walking along by herself and starts on the journey, and it's time. Stay in touch with your inner child. Sorry guys, I had a wonderful coughing fit just come through. Everything you need is already inside of you. Even when you're walking a narrow path, even when you're multitasking, even when you're alone in the solitude and quiet, you still have abundance. You still have everything you need, but your attitude, your mindset is going to make the difference. It's going to make a difference of night and day. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Wow, these abundance cards, when I look, do you guys see how thick this deck is? Every card so far is speaking to us about abundance in some way, right? Two of abundance, emotions, abundance. And then there's another abundance card that just came out. Although you have a lot to do, it's important you get organized first. Once planning is complete, you can roll up your sleeves and get to work. Your guardian angels surround you and are ready to help you out. This card indicates that a very loving, kind, and loyal friend, someone with a big heart and a quick wit and endless patience, that person could be you. Okay, pull over, Stella. Let me look this up. Helper of abundance. Hold on. This is so exciting, you guys. I love these cards. They're gorgeous. Okay, so let's see. We have emotion, action, abundance. Okay. Helper of abundance. Wow. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Okay, it brought us right back to this card again, guys. Your dear friend, someone who's supportive, completely trustworthy, endlessly patient, concerned. This is the person who knows how to have a relationship with you that's good for your soul. Wow. Something else indicated in this card is veganism or vegetarians. So we talked a little bit about being mindful of our health and our temple. So along this journey, you're going to begin getting more downloads and enlightenment as you adjust your diet to include more fresh fruits and vegetables. And instead of you are what you eat, lighten the load here. No pun intended, but seriously, if you are not consuming, biting, feasting on red meat, you're going to be feasting on things that are more wholesome and healthy for you, right? The healer of abundance. Never doubt that you can make a difference. Your creativity and ability to be innovative make you destined to succeed. It might be time to expand your career. Don't forget to leave time for family. This situation involves a person, probably you, who's down to earth or an earth sign with a gift or design for decorating. He or she is open-minded and nurturing. Nothing like a good old throat chakra activation, you guys. My gosh. All right. So, the healer of abundance. This is talking about the qualities of the true divine masculines and feminines that are mates for your soul. Down-to-earth people, open-hearted, nurturing, surrounds themselves with high-quality people and items, an enjoyer of nurturing experiences such as massage, Reiki, or going to the spa. So this is someone who knows how to care for themselves, someone who knows how to take good care of themselves, because they will also know how to take good care of you. Notice how even in the early part of this connection, they were already taking care and supporting each other. Wow. Amazing. All right. Wow. So we have abundance and emotions that are coming up. This is a time for you to follow your heart. See, there's the heart again. And you may feel the fullness of your emotions. You may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to care for yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is kind, tender-hearted, loving, and a trustworthy friend. Guys, we cannot make this stuff up. Do you see the connections between these two decks? Okay. The individual who is capable of having a relationship with you that is good for your soul has all of these beautiful qualities and traits about them, but you're going to have to open up the eyes of your heart to see them. They actually might be a dear friend, which makes a heck of a lot of sense because there is maturity and longevity established in that connection. Romance. Is that right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's interesting. I'm like, what the heck? What the heck meaning, oh my goodness. So again, this dear friend may lead to a romance. The healer of emotion is here who has, it says this is a person whose loving arms are always open. It's someone who is sensitive, empathetic, tender-hearted, and generous. Someone who always knows what to do and understands the problem before it can be spoken. It's someone who makes you feel better just by their presence of being around. Wow. Your mindset. Your emotional mindset, forgiving, healing your heart so it's not eclipsed anymore, being okay being on your own, recognizing the abundance around you and that there are individuals with a big, tender heart, loyal, loving, kind. This is the qualities. This is not Eva. Okay? If you're dealing with an Eva, you already know what to do about that. This is the person. This is what you should be recognizing and looking at because it could be right. It's right in front of you. Oh my gosh. It's right before your eyes. Yikes. Wow. Oh my gosh. The qualities of the person who is able to come into union physically with you is going to be a very loving, kind, loyal friend with a big heart, quick wit, and endless patience. They're going to help you succeed. They're going to be down to earth and open-minded and nurturing. They will also be tender-hearted, loving, and a trustworthy friend. A dear friend. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is just too cool for real life, you guys. A romance of a lifetime. That's what just came through. This is the romance of a lifetime. That's from the Doreen Virtue cards. So see now, I'm like, Spirit, you made me go pull them cards out. I remember the cards. You deserve love. And this calling in your soulmate. And this is the romance of a lifetime. Oh my word. 2 of them came out. 3 of action. Things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. You may choose to build upon successes or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. This is so cute because he looks like, do you remember that story, Little Boy Blue? Come blow your horn. Oh my gosh. Look at this little boy. He's about to take a journey. He's looking thoughtfully at his vessel, his ship that he's going to be taking off. Wow. Wow, that's so cool. I love it. Taking action. Wow. Okay. It's time to take action. Notice they're moving full steam ahead, and he's about to embark on his journey. I love it. Bye, Matt. Have a good evening. Tell Liz hi for us. Wow, guys. Oh, this is it. And this is the last card. Messenger of Abundance. Wonderful news regarding your career, a job, or acceptance into school comes into your life. If you feel ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling, this situation may involve someone who's fun to be around and sometimes mischievous. Hee hee. The person, who may be you, is youthful, optimistic, and very clever. There is a counterpart out there who is capable of having a beautiful connection with you. You must trust that they will manifest and show themselves to you as a good friend. Hi, Beth. This journey is about discernment now. Look carefully. Some people are faced with a choice between an Eva and a dear friend. You're going to have to use discernment to know who the real deal is. Use your heart light to know who the real deal is. Hey, nice. Yes, welcome home indeed. So hold on while we're with those cards. I'm going to put this one right here in the middle. Wow, this is beautiful. I love this. I am in harmony with nature. I am in harmony with all of life. The sun, the moon, the winds, the rain, and the earth. Of course you are, because you have surrendered and you're no longer fighting what the universe is bringing into your life. You're in harmony, at peace. I choose my thoughts to be in alignment. Oh my gosh. I follow the path of action. We just had the card about action. The 3 of action. I follow the right path of action. I choose my thoughts to be in alignment with all that is for my highest good and greatest joy, and all is well in my world. So Eva has officially been canceled. In the end, you're going to make the right decision. For some people, the journey is going to take a while. because of the resistance. But eventually, you will come to your senses. You will walk away from the Evas in your life. You will recognize this journey. This journey is leading you to your dear friend. Person who loves you just as you are, that's going to support you, guide you, nurture you, support you, grow with you. And when you choose thoughts to be in alignment with what's for your highest good and greatest joy, all is well. All is well and shall be well. Isn't that beautiful? Open your eyes and recognize who's in your corner, who's riding for you, who's going to be there through this journey. I can tell you it's your dear friend. And because of their love and support and your willingness to be patient and gentle, you're in alignment. And as a result, everything in your world is good. Well, everybody, all I can say is I hope that you, like I said, cancel out the Evas in your life. Anything that's an illusion or a deception, and choose wisely. Choose those people who show you who they are, because energy doesn't lie. See, the thing about deception, Eva was under the ground. This fruit was what was on top. So it tricked someone visually into thinking this was a healthy thing to get involved with. And as soon as they pulled it up out, the snakes were ready to attack, to feast, to host, to inject venom. This is an indication that some people don't give you the full disclosure. They don't want you to see who they really are. They don't want to give you the choice or power to decide if you want to connect with them or not. They bring forth a false fruit. And once some people grab that fruit, have that fruit, they don't realize that this fruit is not going to give them life. It's going to choke out their mission. Excuse me. Here, this deer is small, but it showed up authentic and real so that the partner, potential partner, could see what they were working with. Like, look, I know I don't have these antlers yet, but I'm trying to grow. And I know I don't have these strong legs yet, but I'm going to keep doing my best to support you. I know that I haven't matured fully, but I'm going to, and I'm doing the work. When somebody just shows up as who they are authentically, it gives you the choice to make a decision whether you want to stay or enter into I almost said a contract. Really a contract with them or not. Where Eva would rather deceive you and show up like, look at me, I'm a fully matured fruit ripe for the picking. And then once you pick it, it flips the script on you and chokes the life out of your mission. Recognize who this is in your life and get the hell away from them, because they are not in the light. They're not for your greatest mission. You can forgive them if they've wounded you. You can release them with love and light. But ultimately, your goal is to recognize who you're supposed to be in this journey with and align with that and move forward together. I hope you guys have an absolute amazing rest of your day. I thank you all for joining us. These new decks, I think, were just absolutely timely, and the messages that came through were just absolutely beautiful. If you are someone who is at this point in the journey where there's not an external counterpart in the picture just yet, but know that you have everything you need already, and that's a vibration that will attract an external mate to you when the timing is right and when your desire is aligned. I just want to encourage you to keep doing the work on yourself. Do not allow your heart to to be eclipsed by the past and your mind. Don't let what's happened in the past obscure your future. Be present in the now. Enjoy this moment and prepare for your future. Have a beautiful day. I hope to see you guys again this week. Sending you lots of love and light and look forward to catching up with you soon. Till then, ciao for now. Bye.